check their glucose level, or eat when they need to, anywhere in the school setting, is the same as telling them they can't go to school.
Lots of times, I was given insulin for the food I was going to eat, then the teacher would not let me eat it. They told me I took too long at the nurse getting insulin and the food was put away.
Not eating all the food insulin is given to cover can cause a diabetic to pass out, have seizures, or fall into a diabetic coma. What's a mom to do? I spoke to the teachers, the nurse, the principal, even the district office. But instead of helping a child with a life-threatening disease, I was told diabetes is a distraction in my classroom, and Frankie needs to take care of his own diabetes.
I hated school.
I am a mom trying to raise a respectful, caring, decent human being. Trying to teach my son, respect adults, do what your teachers say. But I have to balance that with, keep yourself safe, do whatever it takes to stay in the upright position. Get your teacher to listen. But I ask, how do you do that when you're 6? How do you do that when your number one side effect of a low blood sugar is the inability to speak?
One day, I felt really weird and the teacher wouldn't let me go to the nurse. I walked out and went to the nurse anyway. My number was 42. I called my mom. I was in trouble.
I called the American Diabetes Association. The ADA provided me with an advocate who told us about a 504 plan, a legal document covered under the Rehabilitation Act of 1973, which provides all Americans the right to care for their medical needs while receiving a public education. Because of the American Diabetes Association's assistance, Frankie now has a written legal plan which allows him to test his glucose level, eat, drink, and care for his diabetes anywhere in the school setting, including the school bus. It allows him to go to the nurse when he needs to and ensure that all staff know the signs and symptoms of a diabetic emergency. Now the staff at Frankie School attend diabetes education classes by a certified educator. Before the ADA stepped in, only the school nurse was allowed to administer glucagon, an emergency injection used to save the life of a diabetic experiencing a low blood sugar. Now 15 staff members are trained to administer glucagon.
I like going to school now. The teachers don't give me a hard time about diabetes stuff or saying anything.
We are just one example of the great work done by the American Diabetes Association right here in Central New York.
Thank you for being Type W workers for diabetics.
Frankie's now going to hand you out some photo cards representing a day in the life of a Type 1 diabetic. We ask that you keep these cards with you at your desk, in your purse, in your briefcase, and let it remind you of how important your work is. Let it put a face on what you do every day. We know you all care, you all help, and you believe as we do that all things are possible